Hello, everybody. Adrian is at work as usual, but we have a special guest on the Clean Car Audio Zone, Daymian from Taramps, guys.
I'm here.
So we're going to give
Taramps
people
for the win.
we're going to give them a couple minutes to come in, and I got to bring
If
it
you
up.
ain't running Taramps Brazilian, you're losing.
God, don't start that. We're going to have everybody
What?
throwing
I can't-
shade and
I can't help. I've got every single
Yeah.
amp in my car. I can't help every amp in my car is Taramps. I'm sorry.
That's what's up.
you run what makes you happy.
Exactly.
I
You
mean,
run
I
what
got
makes
three
you
3Ks, two 5Ks, 800 by 4, 440 by 4.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up.
Shoot, Taramps, I
Okay.
need a sponsorship. Let me stop. Let me stop.
This guy.
Whew.
I hear that quite often.
Yeah, I'm
Hey, but
sure.
I tell everybody this. Everybody asks why I run Taramps, and I tell them, you name another amp, a brand that you're gonna get your best dollar per watt.
Correct.
There you go.
Correct.
All right, now, okay, we can ready to jump on Daymian now. All
All right,
right,
Daymian.
Daymian, tell us a little bit about how long you've been with Taramps.
I've been for 2023. I've been with Taramps for 13 years now.
13 years. So, what got you into this kind of technology?
Well, I've been doing car audio all my life since I was a kid. So
Okay.
I ran all types of different brands of car audio stuff they have. And one day I was on a computer and I was Googling amplifiers and I ran across Taramps high voltage amplifiers. So
Okay.
I ordered one. Then I ordered another one. And then the lady asked me, did I want to start working for them? And I said, sure.
Wow.
So
Okay.
after that, it's been nothing but good things ever since then.
It's been uphill from there, right?
Up here from there.
There you go. That's right. That's what we like to hear. All right. So now, tell me a little bit about the Taramps business.
Taramps started off in a garage. 2 people.
Really?
Back in 1999. One of the founders, he's gone now to be with God. But the other founder, Fabio Terrific, is around, and he is. I'm 40. I'm about to be 45, and I think he's 42.
Okay.
Right. So,
well, I'm sorry to hear about Taramps loss. You know.
Yeah. So, Taramp has over 500 employees.
Wow.
We have a city, Afro-Americanus, that's dedicated nothing but to Taramp workers. The factories, two factories are there, and all the workers are there.
Okay, so where is Taramps out of?
Afro-Americanus.
And where is that at, Daymian?
That's in Brazil.
Okay, that's in Brazil.
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. So Taramps they have amplifiers.
Yes.
The speakers also.
Yes, and everybody wants to know when we're coming with big subwoofers. That is coming.
Oh, really?
7 drivers.
Yeah, we have drivers, mids and highs. Everybody wants a subwoofer, so research and development. We're working on subwoofer now.
Nice. That's gonna be nice. Y'all let me know now.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah. I might try to do my flex up.
Hey. Don't get on here capping.
I ain't capping. Look, I'm retired. I'm not doing nothing else. Okay, now tell us a little bit about let's start with the big amps first. What's the biggest amp that Taramp offers?
High voltage 160,000 watts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
you
what
trying
do
to
they
kill
need
somebody with
to
that.
run something? What do they need to run something like that?
You need about 27 batteries. You wire the batteries positive to negative, all the way till you reach a voltage of over 300 volts.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Wow. That's a whole
that's
lot.
that's enough to power up a house.
But the thing about this system, you don't need an alternator, and this system can play for weeks without a charge.
Are you
Damn.
serious?
Yes,
Wow, that's real high voltage.
because like the like if they say if you have voltage at 300 volts, the minimum in the amplifier is 190. So it take you a long time to come from 300 to 190.
Right.
Because the
Oh,
amplifier is only going to draw maybe 70 to 80 amps of current
Mm.
okay. Now,
versus your 12 volt amplifiers that draw big amplifiers draw 500, 600, 800 amps of current, and you can deplete that quickly.
really?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm. So I got
Okay, so
a I got a question to end the debate.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big debate going on in the car audio world.
Okay.
Is it Taramps or Tar amps?
It is Taramps.
Okay,
Taramps.
Not
Taramps.
I,
terror amps. Not
that's
terror.
what I call
We don't believe in terror or
it. Right.
terrorists.
So
Taramps.
it's pronounced Taramps.
Taramps, yes.
Tar. Okay,
Taramps.
I just want to make sure because I be at shows and people be like, "Yeah, he got that Tar amps and this Taramp." I'm like, "Yo,
Right.
listen,
Because
we're talking about the same brand."
the owner last name starts with TAR.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's how that's got. All right. Okay. I understand that now.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that big amp that you guys have, what's the length and size of the amp?
Um
Is
maybe
it like
Surfboard.
no.
that base 30?
No. It's probably half of a base 30 or smaller.
Are you serious?
Because the amplifier does not have a power supply. It only has speaker outputs. And the amplifier only has outputs because your
Okay.
batteries are the power supply. If you go back many years ago, Harrison Lab made an amp called Drag Queen 1, Drag Queen 2. And when you get that amplifier, it comes with only just output. And they send you the batteries separate to make the amplifier work.
Wow. Okay. So when you pay for that big amp, it comes with the batteries?
On Harrison Lab, but Taramps no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what kind of
No,
stuff
no.
is that?
No.
Hold on now, we
Okay.
buying amps for batteries now. Hold on now.
No.
Okay. Now, let's see. Let's go to the next amp. And you know what amp I'm talking about? That base, what is it, at 30K?
Base 30K, yes.
Tell us a little bit about that amp and what you need to run that amp.
Base 30K 12 volt amplifier works from 12 volt all the way to 17 volts. It has a current draw of about 2,300 amps of current. So you will need, if you have car batteries, you'll need at least 15 to 20 batteries plus a good alternator.
Really?
So if
What about lithium?
If you did lithium, you need I say maybe two 90 amp hour lithiums and a good alternator, and keep the voltage at, if you keep the voltage at 15 volts and don't go no more than 17, you'll be fine.
Okay.
What about a small build, folks, that only can go up to 14 volts?
Okay, 14 volts, that's when you need the MD amplifier.
Gotcha.
The MD.
Because the MD amplifier is ready to do full power at 12.6. The base amplifier series are ready to do full power at 14.4.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Which I think most of the 14 volt people try to stay in between 14.6, 14.8.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You know, that big amp, that thing longer than my car.
It's only
Mount
40 inches.
Mount it to the
Yeah,
roof.
that's longer than my car. But you know how I feel about Taramps.
Right.
That's my thing, and I've ran it ever since I've been competing.
Correct.
You know, when I got that base 12K from you,
Right.
and I still got it.
And,
And
that's been so many years now.
It's been
yeah,
like
it's
5 years already.
been over 5.
So my thing is, it take power to make power, and also that I feel that all amplifiers are made by man. They're electronic, so they will fail. But if you buy the right stuff to make the amplifier last and work, shouldn't have any problems, because you have most people that want an 8,000 watt amplifier, but you don't want to buy the batteries or the alternator that it requires. So you have people saying, I want an 8,000 watt amplifier, but I only want to run my factory battery and one more battery. Come on,
work.
you're actually gonna fail. It's gonna fail automatically.
Yeah.
I learned that.
Happening.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, we know. Okay.
So
Now
I got a question about the MD line.
Okay.
All right. There's this rumor about the MD line
Yes.
that they have a parasitic
That is
draw.
true. This is true.
They do.
This is true.
How can you fix that? Or how can you? So, all right. Let's say you got people who have these show vehicles that aren't their daily drivers.
Right.
They run lithium power.
Mhm.
Obviously, if you're on lithium, you're going to want to make sure you have a battery maintainer or some kind of tender.
Correct.
But let's just say, this is a car that you go out and you crank up once, twice a week. Should be fine without a battery tender.
Correct.
Is there a way around it to prevent that parasitic draw?
Put an inline fuse and take the fuse out.
you said take the fuse out.
Yep.
And that's
If your car's gonna sit up for weeks at a time, put a fuse in there and take it out. That way you won't have a dead battery the next couple of weeks.
and that's coming from the power side of the amplifier to the lithium, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Got you. Yeah, because
All right.
when I was first told that, I mean, I've experienced it where apparently that has caused 2 lithium banks to blow up. Well, not blow up, but fail.
Yeah.
Highly upset because that's over $1,200 in lithium
Right.
down the drain.
Right.
But when it was like, yeah, it's a parasitic draw, I was like, that sounds like complete BS to me. It just sounded like an excuse. But coming from the horse's mouth here, everybody, yes, the MD line has a parasitic draw.
Okay.
Older models.
All right.
Older models, okay.
Now we
No,
have,
I just-
we have a new model now.
Okay.
So
All right.
you won't have that problem.
Okay, cool.
All right. Okay. Now let's go to the base 15K.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the base 15K.
Base 15K. It's a good amplifier. I mean, it's gonna draw over 1,000 amps of current, so you're gonna need at least 6-7 batteries. Good alternator. To me, it's good for a person who want to run like 415s, 812, stuff like that. A big stuff, pretty big system.
Okay.
Let's go to amp. Another amp that we're thinking about bringing back is the base 20K.
Base 20?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Do it.
As the thing I tell people, like if they ask for a certain product and we don't make it, if they keep asking for it, I mean it goes to the box at the factory and the factory sees this. So once they see it, they say, hey, okay, let's make this. So
Makes
I
We
sense.
need the MD3Ks.
like I can't if somebody say, hey, I want you to make this new Taramp, but I only have 5 people. They're not gonna do it for me.
Right.
But if I have a demand of 300 people, okay, let's make it.
Oh yeah. Okay, they
Well,
put it on the table
yeah.
then. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that MD3K need to come back out.
MD3000,
Mm-hmm. No, I'm sorry, HD3K. I'm sorry.
we still make it.
I was told they didn't.
No,
Oh.
HD3000 is the flagship for the HD line.
Oh.
Yeah. The thing about it, we're making them smaller.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
make an HD3000 and an HD2000.
Because that HD3K that's the bread and butter for us small build door people.
That is the go-to amp for under $200.
And I love it. I love it. It's powering my Defbots Arnolds, and they love it.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Now,
thought they didn't make them anymore.
Oh no, we're gonna make that. Continue to make that.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
all right. Now, explain to us a little bit about that. What are those 2 amps that you guys offer? The new ones that you can use with 1 ohm or 2 ohms?
Oh well, the smart amplifiers.
Yes, that's it.
Smart, you got those. You have, let's say you have a smart 3, you have a smart 3 bass, you have a smart 5, and a smart 5 bass. So smart 3 regular will be worked at 1 ohm to 2 ohm. No matter what ohm load out of those, it is going to give the full amount of power.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the bass side of a 3000 smart, it go from 0.5 to 2 ohm. So it makes the same amount of power at half ohm, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 0.67, 0.8, same amount of power. Now, the only difference in the 2 amplifiers is the smart bass works on 14.4. The regular smart 3 works on 12.6. And that goes to the same thing for the smart 5 and the smart 5 bass.
Are they making the smarts in any other sizes?
Oh, I can't. I get the clue.
Oh,
I can just tell you this. Be looking 2023 because
we need a smart 8K.
I can't say all that. I can just tell you. I can just tell you
and
this.
we understand.
I can tell you this. 2023, think smart.
Hey, there you go.
So, can you tell us the difference between the TS and the DS lines and the 4 channels?
The 4. Okay, so now the TS line we only make one. That's the 440x4, and the DS line is a 440x4. So you have the TS line makes full power at 100 hertz and higher. The DS makes full power at 40 hertz and up.
So the DS would be more for mid bass, and the TS would be better for like mid range and tweeters.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Make a whole lot of sense. Now, go ahead, Adrian.
No, I was gonna say, do they still offer the? I think it's the DS.
DS 800x4.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. And we also have a TS 800x4 now also.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I was just reading something. I think somebody's spamming.
Yeah, that didn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So somebody's spamming in the comments, and I'm about to block whoever they are. So okay. All right, he gone. But anyway, so now tell us about the difference in those, because everybody asks me all the time when they try to order amps and stuff, the MD and the, what is it, the MD and the HD?
HD.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the difference in the 2 amps? I mean, what can you use this for, and what can you use that one for?
The HD is more geared for mid-range and horns, tweeters. The MD is more for like mid-range speaker for your 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch mid. Or you can also use it for subwoofers too.
You can use it for the subs. Okay.
Yes.
Now, which is best for the subs?
MD.
The MD line.
Yes.
Now, okay, so what's the difference in the H? Is it HD?
HD, because like I said again, like the HD is only going to make full power at 100 hertz and higher.
Okay.
So the MD makes full power at 40 hertz and higher.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm taking notes like I'm in school. I'm taking notes.
No problem.
Okay.
So let's just throw this out there. Let's just say somebody's running, let's say 2 sundown SA12s, and they are looking for a suggestion on an amplifier. What would be your suggestion for that?
2 SA12s?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
But now let me ask you this: what is the budget?
I mean, it depends on who you asking.
So
if you're asking
me, I would do a smart 3.
Do a smart 3K? Because the smart 3Ks, if I'm not mistaken, they're what, retail $349, $379?
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, from personal experience, I mean, the smart 3K, I love that fact that you guys came out with that, because especially if you're using it on doors, sometimes you get some of those builds where your ohm load it comes out funky.
Right.
Like when I had my Smart 3K on my front doors before I purchased my HG, my ohm load was like 1.33.
Correct.
I'm assuming that the amp took and played at 2 ohms.
Right. It doesn't. No, it's gonna do the same amount of power. It does the same amount of power at 1.332.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that whole smart ordeal changed the whole amplifier game.
Yes.
Yeah, it
But
has. It really has.
I can say this much. Bigger, smart amps this year.
Okay. Bigger smart amps this year.
Mona, make sure your dealership thing with them is up to date, because when them smart amps drop, they're gonna be orders coming.
Yes, we're dropping.
You asking me?
I'm telling you to make sure your stuff is up to date, because when them smart lines drop,
Look, my stuff is always up to date when it comes to things.
Yes.
oh yeah.
End of the month, I leave to go to Brazil to factory.
Okay.
And I will show y'all. I will see YouTube a photo, video of this new model.
Really? Okay. That's gonna be nice. I can't wait. It's like a kid waiting for Christmas now.
So y'all will be the first ones to see it first.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. If it's what I think it is, go ahead and put my name down for the first order.
There he go.
Yes.
Okay.
Smart power.
We're introducing 40 new products this year.
Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. You say 40?
40 new products.
Are you serious? Y'all really showing up. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Hey, you know what that sounds like to me, right? That sounds like some more amps and mid range and mid basses getting ready to hit the market.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now let me see. I got some questions because I'm looking at this site.
Okay.
Now I see y'all got some kind of alarms.
Yes.
What's that? Explain. What are those, Daymian?
Car alarms. We've been doing car alarms for years now. It's just that, yeah, but it's not in big demand here because you have a lot of different brands here that sell alarms.
Okay.
So we try to. Our main focus is amplifiers.
Okay. All right. Now I'm looking at an accessory here.
Okay.
And you know the one I'm probably talking about because I got one, but what does this thing do? I have never put it in my car yet because I don't know what it's supposed to do. Now it is what's the little thing that it's like? It looks like you got a car remote thing to start, but
long distance remote.
That's it. Talk to us a little bit about this.
Long distance remote. It's like you have two models. You have the one that's like a USB. If you have USB in front of the radio, you put it in that way. Or if you have the one with the eye that you point in front of the radio. With this, you can control your radio volume, change the songs, change sources, up to 100 feet away.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
so
see, I go through y'all site a lot, and I have lots of questions. But this thing will probably last you until it's time for you to go home, because I know that you're behind us an hour or an hour, right?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 1 hour behind you. Yes.
Yeah, 1 hour behind. Okay. Now, I see something on here. It says about power supplies. What is this thing? A smart charger?
Yes.
What is that? Explain that thing to us.
Hold on. Let me see if this is what you're talking about. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this new Taramps stuff to drop. Well, Taramps.
Right? Look, I've been so used to saying Taramps, and that's what it's gonna be for me.
And look, I'd be at shows correcting folks, like it ain't Taramps, Taramps.
That's what I call it.
Are you talking about this?
That's the one. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
That's the one I'm looking at.
Okay, this charger was developed by two people at Taramps.
Mm-hmm.
One guy's Paula and one guy's Leandro. This charger, you turn it on and walk
Mm-hmm.
away.
You wait.
So I'm assuming it's a battery charger, right?
It's a battery charger, but it's also a power supply.
So it can handle lithium and AGM or just one of the
Well,
one?
this one we have here is for AGM, and we're making one for lithium too.
Really?
So when you turn this charger on, when it first come on, it senses the battery voltage,
Mm-hmm.
and then a few seconds later, it knows how much amperage to put into the battery to make it back to 100%.
Wow.
And once the battery reaches 100%, the charger shuts off.
Okay. Now, can you give us a price range on that?
This charger, oh my gosh, I know it's under $300.
Okay, it's under $300.
Not bad at all.
So let's say you're at a car show and you're inside a building and you can't crank your car up, you use this charger to power your stereo.
Really?
Yeah, this is 120 amps of current, and it's bio voltage, so that means it works on 120 or 220.
So with that hooked up, you shouldn't have much of any voltage drop.
Correct.
Gotcha.
By voltage.
Right.
See, I'm reading this thing. That's neat.
Yeah, so let's say if you were playing your music at a low volume, it's not gonna pull that much current. But the minute you get on for a lot of volume, a lot of current, the charger produces more amperage to put into the battery.
Are you serious? I need one of those.
Yes.
So I got a question about DSPs.
Okay.
Okay.
So everybody knows the new technology that's out now is Bluetooth. Taramps adapting?
I can't speak on that right now at the moment.
Okay.
But I can tell you this. We are the future. And you can use this device to do everything.
Hey, there you go.
I ran the PRV DSP from the day I set up.
No.
This
I'm
not PRV. I'm sorry, Taramps.
No. This right here. This phone will be able to control everything.
So what it sounds like to me is there's no longer going to need a DSP. Everything's going to be internal inside the amplifier.
Wow. Y'all just doing, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
So,
I got, go ahead, Adrian.
I was just saying, like, my first DSP was the Taramps DSP.
Right.
Worked great. Woke up one day and just didn't want to power on. So I was like, dang, I need a DSP like now.
Mm-hmm.
So I hopped online and I ordered the Expert DSP, which, I mean, right. I went for it because it was Bluetooth.
Correct.
But Taramps put out something Bluetooth or whatever y'all got going on. I'm there.
This year.
Listen, I just bought 5 Taramps amps. I'm getting ready to put all of them on the market to buy the new stuff.
Yes.
That's what you did. Okay, now explain to us. Can you tell us a little bit about? Let's see. David Bradley said something about. Are you guys getting new 7-driver speakers?
7-driver is no more.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
It's Taramps.
Oh,
okay. It's rebranded.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Taramps bought 7-driver out, so we have.
So it's Taramps now.
Yeah, Taramps. Yes.
Okay, that'll work. David Bradley, I hope you heard that. I know you're watching.
But the mids are great.
Okay. Now, what size speakers do you have in those?
We have all the way from 4-inch all the way to 18-inch.
Up to 18-inch?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Now tell us a little bit about. I know a lot of people have a problem setting that DSP.
Mm-hmm.
Can you maybe explain a little bit of the DSP? What is it?
Okay.
What is it? The Pro
2.6 or 2.4?
The 2. Whatever the latest. 2.6.
The latest one will be the 2.4, the new one.
Okay, that's the new one is 2.4S. Is that an
Yes.
S? Okay. Now a lot of people have problems with setting these,
Okay.
So can you just tell us a little bit about it?
You would to set one, you will need to set your radio flat. All the settings in your radio will be flat. And then on the DSP, you go in and you pick, like you say, you have your tweeters. You need to separate everything. Everything can't be on the same amplifier. So if you have a 4-channel, channel 3 and 4 should be on tweeters. That's fine. So in your DSP, you will run you have the RCAs set on the DSP for your tweeters in a whole other slot, and then you have your 6.5s or 8s, then it'll be on another part of the DSP. And then you go into this DSP, and you also look at the frequency that your speaker likes, and that's the frequency that you dial in on the DSP.
Okay. Adrian,
Yes.
can you
Yeah.
mute your thing when you're going out there?
My
All
bad.
we heard
Sorry.
was somebody's car or something.
I'm sorry. I'm back inside now.
Okay. Now, what is the TL line, Daymian?
TL line is we only offer one amplifier for that. It's a little 3-channel amplifier. So you have so a person just has a very small budget and also have they don't want a lot of boom in their car, and they just have like one subwoofer and a couple of door speakers. You use this amplifier.
Okay.
I also prefer to tell people to use the new Trio 3000.
I was going to ask you about.
Okay. The Trio 3000 is you have mids and highs on one side, and then you have the subwoofer on the other side. So it's about 3,400 watts. So you have 400 watts for the mids and highs, and you have 3,000 watts for your bass.
Okay.
And so it's all into one amplifier.
That's what the Trio is.
Right.
Okay.
On the amplifier, you have high pass, and then you have low pass. So you put your subwoofers in the low and your mids and highs in the high pass. And inside the amplifier, it has an internal crossover, so it already knows what is what.
So on those 3-channel amps, do they have it to where like your speakers that are your mids are 1 ohm load, and then your sub is a separate ohm load? So for example, the mid side be 2 ohm stable or 4 ohm stable, and then the bass be like 1 ohm stable, or is it all just one across the board?
It's always one the same ohm load across the board.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now we have a question from Joey Perry.
Okay.
He says, should I get a bigger alt, or will my 120 amp hour or 8 AGM hold the MD8K?
One battery?
Yeah.
He says, should I get a bigger alt, or will my AGM, it's 120 amp hour? I guess that's what that is.
Okay, so let me just go ahead. Let me break it down to him real quick.
Okay.
A battery, if you get let's say you have a Group 31 battery, and it's rated at 110 amp hours. That means it only can supply that many amount of amps, 110 amps. So if the amplifier draws 500 amps of current, you need 5 batteries.
Oh, okay.
So and if I'm not mistaken, lithium amp hours is way different from AGM amp hours.
Correct. So if he's gonna do that, tell him he need at least 3 to 4 batteries, and he needs to upgrade his alternator.
He needs to upgrade the alt. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now,
from what I've learned with alternators, the rule of thumb is you want 10 amp hours, 10 lithium amp hours for every 1,000 watts.
Correct.
And then AGM is what?
100 amp hours.
100 amp hours for every 1,000 watts.
Right.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad y'all told me that, because I sure didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, from my understanding, lithium drains slower than AGM.
Right. Because one thing I like about AGM is if I have a bad battery today, I can just go buy one battery. If the lithium goes bad,
the whole cell goes bad.
Yeah.
Unless you got a balancer on it.
Unless you got a balancer on it. Yeah.
Right.
And you still can run into problems with a balancer on it.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Okay, now tell us about what is it? 4000.4.
DS 4000.4 is a new amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
I have one coming your way. Yes. Um, it's the people asked for a bigger mids and highs amplifier, so we decided to make one. We had like a DS 2000 by 4, so we decided let's make a 4000 by 4. So it's
Okay.
1,000 watts per channel.
So technically,
Okay.
somebody can run all 4 doors on 1 amp.
Correct.
Shit. I
Mm.
might need that to save some space.
Adrian gonna get rid of everything and just wait till this 2023, and he's just gonna get everything that y'all offer now.
Listen.
Yes.
So look. So in my trunk right now, I currently have a HD3K that's running my front doors.
Mm-hmm.
I've got an MD5K that's running my back doors.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a Smart 3K just sitting there waiting to be put on something. A Base 5K waiting to be put on something. And a TS 440 by 4 and a DS 400 by 4. Just sitting.
Okay. So you're gonna put the DS or the TS on the tweeters, right?
Yeah, so the TS is gonna go on the on the tweeters, and the DS is gonna go on the horns.
Okay. That'd be right. Now
Okay.
you gotta put some subs on the other amplifiers.
Well, I'm in the process of working on trying to solidify a deal. I
He
was
waiting
gonna
for
run.
Taramp subs to come out.
Yeah, I need to tear up subs. I mean, I currently have a single Sundown U12, but I'm in the process of probably picking 2 more up tomorrow, so I'm probably running 3 12s.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Okay.
probably now. Which amp would you recommend for 3 Sundown U12s?
Is money? Oh, what you have already, or if I'm basically gonna buy something new? New. What's your RMS on the speaker?
1,500 RMS a piece.
1,500 RMS a piece. I probably would do. I like to go overboard. I probably do a Smart 3 per woofer.
What if I wanted to run a single amplifier? Base 8K?
Yeah, base 8K. Yeah.
Base 8K. Okay.
Overboard is nothing new to me. I did a base 8K on a single Def Box 15.
Okay. Yeah, but
So yeah.
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 There you go. Yeah.
I won't ever change what I got. So sad. But because if it ain't broke, I'm not gonna fix it.
There you go.
So my base 12K puts out 13K plus. So I get more than what is stating. So I'm happy with my base 12K.
Good.
I'm very happy.
That 4,000.4 interests me. Like that wow.
Yeah. It's a beautiful amplifier. If you go back and look at Taramps' history, we went back to one of our older style, the TA style, many years ago. This is the style that we have now.
Okay.
Now I know they used to make the amps, the DSP line. Is that the amps with like DSPs built into them?
Which one?
I can't remember which one. I just remember seeing, like, I was going to Facebook Marketplace. There was like a Taramps DSP, like I think it was like
1600 and DSP 3000.
So what's the DSP line?
We don't make the DSP 3000 anymore. We coming back with the DS 1600. This amplifier has you dial in the certain frequency that you want the amp to be, and how much volume you want to come out the amplifier. So if you only want 10 volume 10 to come out 10%, or you want 50%, or you want full 100%, you dial how much you want to come out the amplifier.
Really?
And all this can be seen on board. You can see it on the display screen.
And if I'm not mistaken, those had voltmeters built into them too, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So now, Daymian, is there anything you want to share with us good Taramps folks and the ones that are watching? Anything that we should be looking for in the near future?
A lot of great products.
I knew that was coming. Look, I tried to get something.
I'm telling you, thanks Smart.
Think smart.
Think smart.
Okay,
I,
y'all
and I,
think smart.
I can tell you, I can tell you this much. 2023, you can have everything in your car, Taramps. Everything.
Look, don't tease me.
Yeah, don't tease me. Listen,
I mean,
Cause
if you okay, so let me ask you this: when you start a system, what do you start with first in the front of the car?
alternator,
Inside?
battery,
No, inside the car.
head unit.
what?
I can't keep talking. I can't keep
Are
talking
you
about this.
kidding me? Look, I need one
2023.
too. Look, I need one. Okay, so that means, guys, you got to keep your eyes open, keep watching the Taramps site, and look out.
Starting February the 1st.
February. Okay,
I
so
was showing I was seeing you guys first pictures of new products, and you can post on your page and stuff like that.
that'll
Oh yeah,
work. That'll work.
you already
That'll be.
know. I'm ready. I'm ready.
We know you are. So now, so so Daymian, let us give us some insight real fast of how people can, because I know a lot of people they don't even look at your website. You know, a lot of people go Amazon and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
Let
Because
them know.
I understand why people go to Amazon, because people also go over there because they can pay a little here, a little there.
Yeah, yeah, like the
I understand.
afterpay
Right,
and stuff like that.
right. But like
Okay,
we also have a Taramp store. It's www.taramps.com.br or Taramp store. You can go online and buy from there. If you buy from the store, it takes maybe 2 or 3 days to get shipped, and it also depends on customs. So 1 week tops.
okay, all right.
But
So now,
I always tell people, support your local dealers.
exactly. But you know how they go. No, look,
Yeah,
him right there,
right.
the him over there.
Because
But now
I'm not a dealer.
but
I know,
I prefer people to support their local dealers because they also have a family feed too.
right, exactly.
Big
But you know,
companies like I'm saying like Amazon, eBay,
yeah,
they got money.
yeah,
But
exactly,
the thing about, but you also got to look at this. If you support your local dealer, you can call your dealer. Majority of the dealers, I know I am. You can call them and you can talk to them. Hey, I got a problem with my amplifier. But if you
hmm
buy from Amazon, but you call and now you want to talk to the dealer about something you bought from Amazon, so they feel like, why should I help you? You didn't buy it from me.
exactly. And see, but me being a dealer, that's the first thing they do. But I bought it from eBay or
Mm-hmm.
Amazon or somewhere. But then they call you with, well, it's not doing this well. You need to contact the person that you bought it from.
Right.
We
But then
hate to say that,
they're swearing down that you're wrong for not helping them out.
right? So we get a lot of that. Rather than them purchase from a dealer, they go and purchase them elsewhere, or they get, from people that they don't know.
Right.
That's why, on the in the Terrams group in Facebook, I've always stressed there are a lot of dealers
Right.
watching these posts rather than going there and just buying from anybody and everybody.
Right.
There are a lot of dealers. Yeah, I can understand a used amp, or whatever, if that's what they're looking for. But
Correct.
support the dealers and that we do have, or that you know of. If not, ask in the group if there are any dealers. And
In
if you're
your
not
area.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah, if you're not sure if they're a real dealer, you contact somebody at Daymian, and Daymian can let you know if the person is a dealer or not.
Right.
So
And I'll,
So
another
I'll
question I get a lot from folks is, and a lot of times I'm like, hey, look, hit up Damien and ask Damien, but they'll ask because they know I run Terrams. They're like, who are their preferred repair people on the mainly on the East Coast because that's where we're from.
well, what I'm working on now, I'm working on to get a repair center in every state.
okay, okay,
That's
that'll
my
work.
that's the job that I have assigned now, to find repair in every state. But um, East Coast, my go-to guy is gonna be Mark Kennedy.
It's Mark Kennedy. Yeah, that's mine too. Okay, now since we're talking about the the repair and stuff or whatever, now explain to them about when they purchase these amps. If they don't purchase from a dealer and then they're looking for warranty information, how does that work?
Uh, we have we give anybody the benefit of a doubt. So with the
Mm-hmm.
amplifier, we give you 15, I think it's 13 or 15 months, and we'll cover it under warranty.
Okay.
So
Okay.
no matter if you buy the amp from somebody else, if
Mm-hmm.
it falls upon the warranty date, we'll repair free one time,
One time.
one time free.
Okay. Okay. So now who do they contact in order to get that repair agreement?
Okay, so when they send the amplifier to whatever repair center they're gonna send to, on the bottom of the
Mhm.
amplifier, it's got a barcode, and that barcode the repair center will scan, and then it also will send the information to the factory to know when it was purchased and how much longer the warranty has on it.
Okay,
So,
because I know
so
people will try to be slick and be like, it's never been repaired before.
right, and I encourage everyone, if you have a problem with your amplifier, please do not open it up.
Right, because that voids that warranty right there.
Right, and then you upset because you can't get it fixed, but it was simple for you just to send it to repair center fix it and send it back to you.
Right.
Also people have to understand that we are limited on repair centers, so I just ask the people to have patience with the repair guys because there are only like one person or maybe two
Right.
people, and they
Mm-hmm.
might have a heavy load of amplifiers, and I know everybody wants the amplifier back, but you can't cut in line. Everybody, as the repair center gets your amplifier, they repair it and send out. So
Okay.
I just ask people to give the repair people common courtesy and understand what they have going on.
Okay. Okay. Now we have a question from David Bradley. This isn't something new to me. He said, will the amps get Tiffany style RCAs?
No,
No, David Bradley. You got that? No.
What is a
Okay.
Tiffany style RCA?
because if that's the case, that means we have to outsource that from somewhere else because Torrance makes everything there.
Oh, in-house. They make
Everything,
everything in.
everything's in
Okay.
house.
So
Okay.
what is a Tiffany style RCA? I've never heard of that.
I think that's the kind of RCA jack that more Korean amplifiers Chinese companies use. So
Okay.
it's a good RCA connection. Some of them, a majority of them come in like a gold color.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
But like I
Okay.
said, Torrance makes everything in house, so
Okay.
we don't outsource to anyone else.
Okay. Now, I heard something before that you guys were trying to open up a warehouse in Louisiana. Are you guys gonna
Florida.
open up?
We're gonna try
Oh,
to shoot for Florida
okay, it's why
because
is Florida?
Florida will be more easier for us to for customs to bring the product in because they have
Okay.
a bigger port to take the product that we have versus us trying to get it to Florida, then send it to Texas or Louisiana or Arkansas.
Okay. So that makes sense. That makes sense though. Okay. Now when you guys open that Florida warehouse up, I want you to make sure that I get a tour.
Yes. So this is what I'm doing. Do you know? I have a guy. He's in Michigan. His name is Anthony Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's a friend of mine. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna give him a tour of Trans Factory. So I'm taking him with me to Brazil at the end of the month and let him get a chance to see the factory. So what I would be able to do, I'm gonna try to offer. I go to Brazil 3 times a year. So what I would try to do, I'll try to take somebody that's that's serious about Torres, and I try to take them to the factory with me.
Well, I'm serious. I'm serious because
and we cover everything.
I'm going on the next one.
Hey, so Mona, when we gotta pack our bags?
Oh no, I'm put it in the suitcase.
Hey, I'll get in the suitcase.
All you need is a passport.
Okay, I got a passport. Okay, all right, but so now, Daymian, Is there do you guys have a date for that Florida warehouse or not quite yet?
Not quite yet because it takes
Okay.
it's a lot of stuff gonna have to be in detail because
Yeah.
we're gonna have to get workers from the factory to come to this warehouse, and but we want to build a warehouse from ground up, something
Right.
that's our own. We don't want to use somebody else's stuff.
Makes sense.
Right.
That makes a whole lot of sense. I'm not working. Look, they said I got to work on a tan or something. All right.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we hear you. Oh, you're going in and out, Daymian.
Okay.
Daymian, you're on the blink.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. All right. Okay. Can you
Okay.
hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So, yeah, but also when we open this new warehouse, we're also gonna bring engineers and repair guys from Brazil there to repair amplifiers on site.
Okay. So out of the Florida warehouse, once it gets together,
Correct.
and I'm going to tell you something. There are a lot of people in Florida. They run Taramps. So, I'm telling you, and up here, I know I do, but down there in Florida, when I
Mhm.
came down, and the guys took me to Iron Street down there, they gave me a little welcome party when I came,
Right.
and a lot of those bills down there, they sound really good, and they had a lot of Taramps amps
Right.
in almost every vehicle.
This is good. this is good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but now, if you guys don't know, I am a dealer with What is it? Say it again. How you say it?
Taramps.
Taramps, y'all. So that's not how I say it. But just
Yeah.
because Daymian is here,
Yeah.
I have to say it like that. So I am a dealer, and anybody can call me. But if you have a dealer in your area, it's
Mhm.
best to try to talk to the one that's closest to you.
Correct.
I know people have friends, they might be in who knows where, but then they going 3, 4, 5 states over when they have one close to them.
Correct. Support your local dealers.
Exactly. So you guys, jump in that Taramps group and ask questions about the dealers that are closest to your home, or your state or whatever.
Right.
So it'll be easier and is less confusion of if you need to talk to your dealer rather than waiting, for this guy over 3, 4, 5 states to get back to you when you have your local dealer.
Right. And also, they have to remember that I also have another job at Taramps, so I am your technical support person. So if you have technical questions, you dial 318-272-3189. It's on the website on the technical support. My number, my WhatsApp also.
Okay. Tech support.
Yes.
That's the number. 318-272-3189.
Correct. And if they can't reach on that, they can message me on WhatsApp with the same number.
Okay, same number on WhatsApp. I'm writing this stuff down. So
Yes.
all right, WhatsApp. Okay, is it anything else you want to share with us, Daymian, before we let you go?
No, 2023 is the year for Taramps.
Think smart.
Think smart.
Think smart.
Okay.
Tell me you February the 1st.
All right.
Be looking.
All right. Thank you, Daymian.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you coming to visit us, and we're going to get you back on here again in about a month or so.
Okay, y'all have a good. Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Thanks.
David.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
See you
right.
later. All right.
Good night.
Good
All
night.
righty.